What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Chasers Podcast, coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow podcast brothers, Dorian, the D.A. Alberton, James, the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, and Daryl, D-Dub Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. Sports Chasers Podcast. We can be found on all podcast platforms, plus all social media platforms by searching Sports Chasers Podcast. All information is in our bio. Please be advised, at times there may be some explicit and colorful language. We are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another Thursday night of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Hope everybody's good and they have had a great week. Another episode 146, coming to you. We got a lot to get into tonight. Hey, we're going to talk a little M.L.B. M.L.B, the championship series is over. The Astros and the Phillies have advanced. We'll also talk some hockey tonight. We got Dan back. Dan, our hockey dude, he will talk about his power, whatever power numbers he has as far as concerns when it comes to hockey. We will talk N.F.L, of course. NBA mentions. Had a lot of talk with the boys today about the NBA. We'll talk about that. College football, and amongst other things. But before we start this show on the road, hey, going to left to right on my screen, we got Dan. Dan, what's up, brother? What's going on? Dan is with us. What is Penguins paraphernalia on?
What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing?
Man, everybody's good, man. I'm great, man. Just another show, get into it, talk about sports, do things that we love, talk about sports, you know what I'm saying? So we are here. What's good? D-Dub, what's happening, brother?
What's up, fam? Everything's good?
Everything's good. Sound like you're in a concert hall.
Sounds like I'm in a concert hall, man.
Okay.
Hold on, brother.
Yeah. Keep working. So, hey, we got the angry one. The angry one is here. What's good?
Salute. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing out there?
Yes, the
angry man, Dan, what's going on? Dan got the Magic Pittsburgh on today. Okay, all right.
Yeah, got the so we'll talk about a little hockey here tonight. Mike Mills, I think, will join us a little bit. The DA is a little bit under the weather, man. So y'all pray for the DA, man, as it gets better. The angry one will be monitoring the YouTube chat. I will be monitoring the Facebook chat because I was told that, hey, we'll respond to Facebook and y'all don't say nothing back. All right, I'm gonna fix that tonight. So I'll be monitoring Facebook. But please, we love engagement. We love for the people to, hey, if y'all got something to say, come on, say it. So hopefully in the near future, we'll have some two-way dialogue where you guys able to call in and have something to say when it comes to sports. So we already got our super fan segment. If you want to be a super fan, please go to our website, sportschaserspodcast.net, sign up, just request, hey, you want to be a super fan, and hey, you get your 15 minutes of fame. We'll talk about whatever you want when it comes to sports, man. So we welcome it all. Not saying that we know everything, but one thing on this show, and all the guys here on the panel could attest, we're going to talk about the truth when it comes to sports. That's it in sports as a whole, man. But with that said, hey, I am going to move into our first topic. Some of y'all thought I was going to talk about. Nope, not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about M.L.B, Major League Baseball. The World Series is here. Game 1 will start tomorrow in Houston at 8:02. Excuse me, that's 8:03 p.m. Houston time. Eastern Standard Time, the Phillies and the Astros will take upon Game 1 of the World Series. The Astros swept the New York Yankees in 4 games, 4 games to none. Yes, I hear snickering in the background. Yes, the mighty empire went down again. I heard the Yankees. This is an ill statistic. The Yankees have lost 5 American League championships in a row. That's kind of Buffalo Billish. They can't get over the Astros hump. The Astros got a lineup. They got pitching. Yankees can't seem to overcome that. But needless to say, hey, congrats to the Astros. This right here is going to be very important for the Astros, I believe. The Astros have only won one World Series during this extensive run. There was talk about the cheating and, does that count in the minds of baseball experts? We will see about that, but let's go to the other side. Bryce Harper in the Philadephia Phillies. The Phillies, surprisingly fashion, as I keep saying every week. Hey, they fired their manager. They fired Joe Girardi about May, I believe. And after that, and Bryce Harper, around the same time, Bryce Harper broke his wrist. He got hit on his left hand, hit by pitch. He was out for a couple of months. The Phillies continue to play, and they are hot. They're coming in hot. They feed off the home field advantage at Citizens Bank Field in Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia. Excuse me, Dan.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I think this should be a good series. I'm kind of rooting for Dusty Baker and the Astros. Yes, I know the Astros have beat my Yankees quite a few times, but I am rooting for them, for the Astros. And I think the Astros will beat the Phillies in 6 games. It'll be 4-2. With that said, I'll go to the Angry One. Angry One, what you got on the whole Astros, Yankees?
I don't want to talk about the Yankees. The Yankees is out. You know how I roll. We ain't gonna talk about who's not here. Yo, man, shout out to the Yankees. You had a good year, but any real Yankee fan, okay, anything less than a world championship is a bust. Yes, I said it. And most Yankee fans that I know that is from that ilk feel the same way. Okay, yes, Aaron Judge, salute to you and your 62 home runs. Yes, salute, that's all fine and dandy. But we come from the evil empire where individual success is minor, overall team success is major.
Facts.
And that's all we care about. So, with that being said, shout out to the Houston Astros. They did what most of us here expected them to do. Maybe not sweep the Yankees, but they did what they were supposed to do. They're the better team in my eyes and in many people's eyes. They're the better team, and so shout out to them. Kevin,
Yes.
I don't know if I can. I'm rooting for Dusty Baker, but I'm not rooting for the Astros. Again, the Astros is a very good team. I felt that they didn't need to cheat way back when because they was talented enough in my eyes. But I'm rooting for Bryce Harper because he's gotten a lot of slack over the years, and rightfully so. Okay, it's his time to shine, and he needs to go ahead and make that happen. He is the Kev. I think I was talking to you the other day. In my opinion, he is the Alex Ovechkin of M.L.B. Okay, he's always compared to Mike Trout. Mike Trout is the best player. Blah blah blah. So, yeah, he needs to win one to solidify himself as one of the tops in the game. Now I'm rooting for the Phillies. That doesn't happen much because I don't really dig Philadelphia like that, but I'm rooting for them.
D-Dub, can you hear us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you
We
go.
can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
It sounds better.
Yes, it sounds great.
All right,
So
cool.
with that says, your turn to go talk about the World Series, American League Championship, National League Championship, World Series. It's here. What's your thoughts?
First of all, I'm going to say this is going to be a good series, I think. In spite of, it's probably not going to gain a lot of traction for other regions of the country. Not too many other people gonna pick up on it, but I think this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, I'm like E. You know, the Yankees disappointed again, and if you it doesn't mean nothing. 62 don't mean nothing. Matter of fact, like he said, New Yorkers don't care. Doesn't mean your individual accomplishment doesn't mean nothing to us because we all about trying to win that ring, get that chip, add more. So kudos to him for having a phenomenal season. Aaron Judge, that is.
Yes.
But it doesn't, to get swept. And they got swept. It's time for a shakeup. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I believe all the higher wigs is coming back.
Yeah, they're bringing Boone and them back.
Yeah. I said Boone should have went maybe about 2 years ago, as far as if you had asked me. But
who won't you get then?
Yo, man, listen. Sometimes it's just time to go fishing, go fish, and find some young talent. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be done. It's time for some new blood. Aaron Boone had his chance. It's time for him to go, in my humble opinion. But I think it's gonna be a good series. The Phillies came from nowhere, man. I did not expect them to have a season in which they had, and firing the coach, Girardi, getting him out of here. What's his name?
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. His injuries coming back. Phenomenal year for Philadelphia. So win, lose, or draw, just getting there and in the season they had, fantastic. Houston on the other, a phenomenal team. They've been, like he said, they didn't even have to do all the things that they did with the cheating. I know Yankee fans are still salty about the cheating. A couple other fans too about that whole cheating scandal. But by and by, Houston has been trucking along, and then they've been doing it. They've been just playing better, timely hitting. Jordan Alvarez, man, that boy's a beast. So I'm looking forward to.
Only had like 2 hits in the last.
Yeah, Altuve has not been the guy. If you notice, he has not.
He's not the guy. Alex
Bregman. Alex Bregman, exactly.
They got a bunch of and can't forget the young boy.
Is it Pena?
Pena. Yeah.
Pena, yes.
So with that, I mean, it's going to be a good series starting tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to it. Bridge that gap in between some of this other sporting stuff that's going on. So should be good.
Okay, Mike Mills, you happy that my Yankees are gone?
I have no beef with y'all. I'm mad. I mean, yeah, my y'all like a secondary, third rival. Like when I don't feel like talking bad about them other guys, I'll talk about y'all. But
he ain't got no beef. He ain't got no smoke for us, man. Okay,
nah. I just think y'all was crying about that roof. That roof was open. Like, who cares, boy? Like,
yo, I didn't hear that, but go ahead. Yeah,
a lot of people crying about the roof. Yeah, that was a big thing. Like,
I did hear that.
They was
mad about that roof. It's like, what do you? Okay, like.
Let me tell you, some of you Yankee fans, y'all need to cut it out.
Yeah, grow
some
up.
Some of y'all bugging.
Championships. It's okay.
Yeah, y'all bugging. Stop it. But go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with E. The Astros was too good for what they was pulling, the trash cans and all that other crap. They're a good team. I think they're gonna be Philly. Philly shouldn't have been there. They got lucky. Like they really just evened out. Like them falling into the position they fell in with the 2 top teams losing, it kind of worked for them. So shout out to them. They took advantage of what they were supposed to. But I think the Astros are definitely winning. I think they're gonna win this thing. But Bryce Harper do need to win one because a lot of people. So shout out to him because they really was talking bad about that man all season, and then they snuck in the playoffs and nobody said nothing. And they just like, they're gonna lose, and then look where they at. They go into they in the title. So shout out to
Mike,
him.
he earned that criticism because
he did.
He earned some of that.
It was
that's a lot of money. So anybody,
it's a lot of bread. And
no matter who it is.
When you get that type of money, yo, bro, you got to come through. I'm sorry, I didn't write the rules. That's part of the syllabus.
Why you are talking about Ben Simmons like that?
Sir, it's part of the syllabus.
No, this is baseball.
We're not even talking about basketball.
Yeah, we'll get to those guys later.
A-Rod was wasting y'all money for years at first.
No, A-Rod got some. He caught some flack. He did
I
catch
wasn't-
flat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
caught
but-
all
Wasn't
types
it
of
wasn't
yeah.
on
different
it
reasons.
wasn't I don't think it was on the scale of Bryce, but he did catch some
And
flack
then
when he
Bryce
didn't come
didn't
through.
shoot
He
up
had to
neither.
win that.
Oops.
He had to win in 2009. Go ahead. What you say?
Bryce ain't shoot up neither. Oops.
That's a whole nother
A-Rod
story.
got the criticism and shot up. So
Well, hey, hey,
Well, at
Man,
least,
you got
handle
caught,
it
bro.
because-
At least Bryce didn't have to go join the captain in order to hit one. I said it.
Jesus, this is not
So,
the
Yankee
A-Rod
fans, I'm
segment.
sorry.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look, Yankees fans, I'm sorry. Y'all hold with
Here
us.
we go.
I hate the Astros, but I hate the Phillies. Like, I really hope it ends in a tie. Can they do that? Can we?
No, it's not gonna end in
Nah,
time.
Nah, Mike.
and then I'm gonna go with the Astros for Dusty Baker. That's about it.
Gotcha. Dan, what's your thoughts on the series?
Where to start? Oh,
The damn Yankee hater right here, boy. I tell you, boy.
all I can say is that's $150 million down the shitter. Just flush, game over.
Flush.
Those I'll tell you, I watched more baseball, I think, this year than I've probably watched in the last 10. And the Astros, with all their cheating and bullshit, I know you love Dusty, but I would love to see them never win again. Not for him, not because of him, because of the antics. That being said, they got some of the best pitching right now, and I don't think the Yankees could have hit a fucking beach ball if they tried. Like
Dan got DEFCON 3.
Dude, they struck
all the smoke, B.
They struck out 17 times in one game. There's only 27 outs in a game.
They always do that though, Dan. It's nothing new.
But, I mean, they couldn't hit.
Yeah.
But
They
I
never
mean,
could hit,
they
Dan.
deserve to get swept. I mean, it's just a matter of D-Dub said shake it up. So what All-Star are we going to buy now? Because I mean,
Whatever's on the market.
yeah, and that's the way this rolls. With them, they just buy somebody else and replace. But that being said,
You can start with Pittsburgh.
Well, hey, Aaron Judge. Hey,
Start picking off.
Aaron Judge is coming to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh like Walmart.
Y'all can have them.
Shit, we ain't even
Take the whole farm system.
I tell you, like we're more like the Dollar Tree than we are Walmart's. But that being said, like I think the best thing for the Phillies was Bryce Harper getting hurt, because once he got hurt, the guys stepped up and they actually started playing better while he was out. So when he did come back, everybody just kind of assumed where they were and kept that level. And if you look at probably the stats for the second half of the season, they're probably one of the better teams. I don't think they started out all that great.
They did.
That being said, like I would like to see Philly win just because I just don't like the Astros. Other than
I
that,
thought this was a Keystone State kind of thing.
no, they're far enough over. And it's baseball. Like I know in the sports fan world, it's football, baseball, basketball, then hockey. Well, you can revert that. I'd rather watch soccer than watch baseball most of the time. But
Wow.
yeah, like I said, the whole Philly thing, I don't hate them. They are who they are.
I do.
And I get that because they're always a rival with the Mets. But what the crazy thing is, the top 7 payroll teams, the 4 of them were in the championship series. 150 million plus for all those teams. So, Cleveland made a violent effort, but they probably need to spend some more bucks so they can keep up with and that's the thing is you got to spend some money on them pitchers. If you starting pitching, if you want to win, you got to have somebody out there that can go 6-7 innings.
That's true.
For sure.
Hey, Kev, Mr. Moderator, I got a question for you, sir. We don't get to hear the moderator talk much. So I got a question for him.
Go ahead.
Kevin, in your opinion, do you feel that Dusty Baker should be on the hot seat? This is his 5th time, 6th time at the rodeo and never won. What will become of him if he doesn't get it done? We talk about all these other coaches and managers. What say you?
I think, and this might sound sacrilegious, I think Dusty's going to get a pass because of who he is and how he's kind of like how can I say? He's the old guard, so to speak. He's been here. He's been manager for a long time. If you think about it, who he's managed the trying to think now. The Giants, right? He was there when Barry Bonds first got to the Giants back in '93, where the Giants won 105 games, man. And back then, that was before the wild card. They didn't make the playoffs. Where the only 4 teams made the playoffs, and the Giants won like 103, 104 that year, and got beat out by the Braves when the Braves started building that dynasty in the '90s. They didn't make it. So Dusty was there. Who else Dusty managed? He just
Cincinnati,
yeah,
I think.
and
I don't
who
think
else?
they made it with Cincinnati though to the World Series.
So
They
I
did
think
with
with
the
Dusty,
Cubs,
right, with the Cubs, almost,
the Nationals.
The Nationals, and I think what's his name took over the team and kind of made it where they wanted because Dusty set the foundation. But no, I don't think he'll be on the hot seat if they lose. Now, let me flip it because that's what I do, right? I ask questions, right? I'll ask y'all guys: does this not with Dusty, but this Astros team? Does this, if they don't win, does this not make them a dynasty? Because they've only won one. Kind of, they remind me of the Braves back in the '90s, where they won a bunch of division championships, won a bunch of National League championships, but only won the World Series once when they beat the what was that? The Indians. Your thoughts?
You don't count them as a dynasty?
No.
No, Mike.
Even
The
though
dynasty.
they won that division for 20 years straight?
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Dynasty
No,
okay.
Winning chips is dynasties.
Yeah.
Losing to the World Series 20 years in a
if
row.
that's the case, we got to talk about the Buffalo Bills being a dynasty. We don't.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Buffalo
They should
made
have
it 4
been
straight.
for that time period. Yeah, they should have been.
They should. If they won, they
Sometimes-
would have been. If
Mike,
they would
Not
have
when
won
you come in
before.
second. You can't be a dynasty coming in second, bro.
Okay. Sometimes your greatness runs in line with other people's greatness. So it messes it up. You feel me? So Rockets. If Michael Jordan didn't exist, Hakeem would have had 8. Because he got them 2 when Jordan went. No problem. Done. So I feel like it just depends.
I don't.
On the perspective.
Okay, but to that point then, so you can have 2 dynasties in the same time period?
I think so, depending on how much you win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they was just a team that was there every year, I wouldn't count them. But as a team who constantly won a division, stranglehold, I think so.
But that's just like saying, well, Chicago won all the championships, so they were the dynasty. Houston didn't. How can they be a dynasty in the same era when they never won?
I get what you're saying. I don't know. It's one of those iffy things. I could.
I mean, they're great teams.
I would only
dynasties more of championships.
Yeah. And I guess Houston counts because they won 2 in a row. So. But getting back to you, Kev. No. Even if they win, I still don't count this as a dynasty. They got to run it back, B. They got to run it back.
They got to run it back.
They got to run it back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something. We're gonna wrap up baseball talk real quick. Should be an interesting series nonetheless. The Phillies have done their thing of getting hot at the right time, and they got hot at the right time, and lo and behold, they are here. And it should be a really good series, so to speak. Hey, we'll move on to the National Hockey League, and we got Dan front and center with the National Hockey League. Dan, take it away, sir.
Well, I know we talked earlier about this, so I'm not going to give my power rankings just yet because I haven't even played 10 games yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go off of what the N.H.L. .com page has for the top 16, and then I'll just kind of give my surprises and disappointments so far in the season. Because really, until they play probably like between, I don't know, like 15 games,
right?
You really don't know what teams are. And so we'll start off with the top 16 here by NHL.com. Number 1, they got the Carolina Hurricanes. I can agree with that. They've been playing really well. Number 2 is probably who I would have said number 1 is the Boston Bruins. They're 6-1, and they're doing it without Brad Marchand and Charlie McAvoy being out with injury. So that's really impressive by them. Number 3, they have the Calgary Flames. Number 4 is the Colorado Avalanche. Then the Vegas Knights are 5th. Florida Panthers 6th. My Penguins are 7th. Dallas Stars are 8th. The Rangers are 9. Shouldn't be that high. St. Louis
Whoa.
is 10. Buffalo is number 11.
It's
Ottawa
Ranger
is
slander.
12. Philly's 13. Tampa Bay Lightning is 14. The Maple Leafs are 15, and the Oilers are the 16th team.
Dan,
Hey,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. Are you surprised by Calgary?
Not
The
really,
moves they made?
because really, I'm not sure what the Chuck's going to do in Florida, but I think they won that trade just by what they got in it. They got an all-star center in Huberdeau. They got a very
100%.
good defenseman in Uyghur, and then they got a very good prospect and I believe a draft pick for one guy.
Mm.
And you could see, like, I thought it was going to take that. That's why I said I don't put a lot of merit in what teams are this early in the season.
Still early, right?
Because you got all these new additions that came to Calgary.
Right.
And, you got to build the chemistry. You got to, fill in the lines and make sure who going to play with who.
But so far, so good. They have
they're
turned it
5-1.
around.
Yeah, they're 5-1. They're
They
playing
turned it
great.
around really quick from last year.
And like I said, here's the funny part. So, like, I heard the groans when I said the Rangers shouldn't be in there. They've lost 4. They've lost 4 straight.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right.
So here's the deal. Right now, like, not counting what's playing tonight, you got Boston, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and Florida as the top 4 in the East. And here's where the surprises come in. Ottawa, Philly, Buffalo, and Detroit are the bottom 4 teams that are in the playoff races if you want to do that. All 4 of those teams didn't even make it last year. And you got Washington, Jersey, Toronto, Tampa, Rangers, Islanders, Montreal, and Columbus in the bottom 16 of that division.
Yeah.
So, like, we talked about this before. I expected Philadelphia to be a whole lot better just because Torts is there. Right. They're 4-2 right now. The question is when's the dynamite going to blow? How long can, the veterans deal with the constant, because he's kind of in your face type of coach. So I expect them to have a way better season than they did last year. We'll see how long it goes before he and the veterans start going at it. But, like, Detroit's playing decent, Ottawa's playing decent, Buffalo's going to be probably a lot better than they were last year. But, like, the Rangers are struggling. I'm not sure exactly what it is because it's not like they're riddled with injuries. Like, they're playing, they're not playing bad. Yes, they lost 3-0 to the Islanders the other night. But, like, when they played Colorado, that was a great game, back and forth, and I think Gorgiev, that game meant a whole lot to him because the celebration afterwards when he won in the shootout, you could tell that game meant a lot to him. So I expect, like I said, it's early. The Rangers are going to figure it out. They just want to get too deep in a hole. And then Toronto, Cal Dubas, you made all these trades. You've changed your goaltenders. I don't know, every year, the last 3 years. They're still terrible. But it's not the goal. It's not the goaltending though. Like, Samsonov has been playing great for him. It's like they lost to Arizona. Arizona hasn't won yet.
Did they play yet?
The only win they have is against Toronto.
Wow.
That's what I was looking to see, because I want to say it's soon that they play
at home. I want to see that when they play in somebody's backyard, because that's pretty much what.
And I don't know how true this is. I saw a picture where they had, I think it was the visiting team locker room, and it brought back memories of the charity game that I played in here, where
Wow.
that no shit in the bottom of Time Warner Arena, down on the lower bowl, all they did was pipes and drapes underneath the thing, and then put the rubber mat down so that it didn't mess your skates up. And that's what it looks like that they're doing for the visiting team. Like, it's not actual lockers; it's just pipes and drapes set up. Like I said, I don't know how true that is.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, it might be tomorrow night at 10:30 against Winnipeg. Damn, I'll be at work. Shit. But, and then, the other teams that, you want to look and see, basically, the West is, Vegas is Dallas, Calgary, and Colorado. That's your top four. The surprise, Chicago Blackhawks, they basically gutted their roster in the offseason, except Taves and Jonathan Taves and Kane. And, they're the fifth team. Edmonton's the sixth team. Seattle right now is the seventh team. And Los Angeles is the eighth team. But, like, the lower half of the West, like, the disappointment is Vancouver hasn't won yet. They're 0-5. 0-5-2. 2 overtime losses.
What's going on with the Canucks?
I don't know, man. They re-signed Brock Besser. They re-signed JT Miller. They got Boudreau as the coach. They came on late at the end of last season when he took over. And I honestly don't know what the deal is with them, why they can't get a W.
Okay. Any surprises in the N.H.L's Power 16 rankings?
Like I said, I think, they ranked a lot of those teams higher in the rankings based off of what they should be and what they did last year. And
it's early.
Yeah. So, like I said, that's why I don't really subscribe to that whole thing, because you got to play like 15 games. Because, like, the Penguins, we were lights out. And then, I know Dorian's not here, but he was texting me about it. The 1995 Avs and Detroit Massacre with Claude Lemieux. Well, his kid's playing, and it was like a delayed penalty. Getzel touched the puck, and then his kid just floored Getzel into the boards with a high hit to his chin. And then, like, the next play, he got smacked in the side of the head with the puck from his own teammate. And he's been out since. And we haven't won since he went out. Like, we were like 4-0-1, and now we're 4-2. But then again, we did play Edmonton and Calgary, so it's not like we were playing crappy teams. But that's what I said. You got teams that got injuries. Guys need to come back. Still trying to work out, whether these young kids are going to stay up or, they're going to send them back down and try to put vets in. So, like I said, once we get about 15 games in, we'll kind of know what teams are legit and which ones need work.
Who's not and who's not, man. That's true. So hopefully my Rangers will get it together. Go ahead.
The one thing I want to mention was it last night? I think it was that Phil the Thrill Kessel passed Keith Yandel for the Ironman streak. 990 games straight played.
Wow.
Say that again, Dan.
990 games. Now, mind you, they only play 82 a season.
Really? 82 games? Okay.
Well, how many minutes do they play?
Him?
No, I'm bugging.
No. He probably averages
20.
Probably like anywhere from like 16 to 18, probably. Depending on it, also too depends on how the game goes. Like, if there's a lot of power plays, he's going to see more ice time. But if there's more penalties on his team, he's probably going to see less, because I'm not sure he really kills penalties all that much. And the best part is in that game where he passed Yandel, he also scored his 400th career goal.
Wow, that's dope.
It's a great accomplishment.
I love Phil. He's not your prototype of a National League hockey player. Like, I think if you saw him like on the streets, you'd be like, oh, this guy works in an office or something. You know what I mean? He's the physique is not. He's not Rod Brendamore, but yet he's ultra competitive. he's a great from all accounts of teammates. I read some things of people congratulating him and stuff, tweets and whatnot, and I think everybody loves the guy. But I just love watching him play. Just the off foot wrist shot that he has. And my best memory of him is back in, I think it was preseason. He was on Toronto and they were playing Buffalo, and John Scott played for Buffalo at the time, and some dude from Toronto whipped the wheels off of one of his teammates, and he was just like because he told the guys if anybody wants to fight, you fight me, not the kids. And this guy fought the kid, knocked him out, broke his jaw and whatnot, and he lost his marbles. So he told Carlisle, he said, I don't care, whoever you put on the ice beside me, I'm jumping.
Yeah.
So and there was there was a whistle, and they're waiting to change lines, and then they came out, and Carlisle sent out the first line, and Kessel lined up beside John Scott. And as soon as you could look it up on YouTube, as soon as they dropped the puck, gloves came off, and he went to grab him. Kessel took a couple of strides back and just started lumberjacking him. And then the one defenseman came in, he grabbed him, and the second one came in, he punched that guy in the throat. And then they're like 2 or 3 other Maple Leafs tackled him.
Post suspension.
You got to watch.
He played though the next game though, right?
He hasn't missed a game since 2009.
Wow.
That's
kudos to him.
Yeah, kudos to you getting paid to play a good sport, and you show up to play every day. I commend the hockey folks and for doing that. Dan, anything else before we move on to college football?
Well, I just wanted to put the PSA out there is there's no load management in hockey. we play.
So you mean to tell me there's no street clothes going on in the N.H.L?
No.
And shots fired by Dan.
And it's not like football either. When you wrap up a playoff spot, that you sit all your great guys, and then throw the last 2 games and wonder why you lose the first game in the playoffs. They
shout out to the N.H.L. I hate that shit. We gotta rest. We gotta sit people down. What the fuck is you talking about? No mind.
Sorry, didn't mean to bring that up.
Versus the state of New York and the
NBA. Well, get to the NBA in a second here, Michael.
They still in preseason?
Nope. Then college football. We're in week.
Shots fired by Dan. This is more to you. Bye.
Ghost energy.
Week 8. We have Georgia at 7-0. They'll play Florida in Jacksonville this upcoming at the largest cocktail party on the world in Jacksonville at 3:30 on this coming Saturday. Ohio State, they're 7-0, number 2. They're at Penn State. That should be a good one this coming Saturday at 12 o'clock Eastern. Number Tennessee with their shocker over Alabama there. They face Kentucky, and Kentucky's very good this year at 7 o'clock. That should be a good game. Kentucky's ranked number 19th. Michigan also undefeated. Defeated Penn State last week. They face Michigan State, their in-state rival. The game's at 7:30. Clemson, Dabo Swinney and crew, they go to Notre Dame. Yeah.
Really, Kev? Yeah. Notre Dame. I'm not excited, bro.
Number game yet. That made me look up.
Number six, Alabama goes to the swamp and faces Death Valley and faces LSU. TCU, number 7, faces West Virginia. Oregon, the Ducks go to Cal. Number 9, Oklahoma State faces Kansas State. USC, number 10, faces Arizona. Number 10, also Wake Forest goes to Louisville. And 12, UCLA goes to Stanford. And number 13, Penn State goes to Ohio State, as I aforementioned. Mike, that game don't intrigue you?
Who?
I need DA here, man.
Who?
I said Penn State against Ohio State, sir. Does nothing for you.
I take it that's an emphatic no. But go ahead, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be a hell no. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's going on in college football. Looks like I don't think it's a nondescript weekend. There's a couple key games I've mentioned, but the panel, the guys seem to don't think so. It's a very hard crew here, as you can see.
But go ahead. What you got, Kev? Go ahead.
I just said Penn State against Michigan, man. I just said that.
You mean Penn State versus Ohio?
Excuse me, Penn State versus Ohio.
See, he don't even remember.
Tennessee.
Ohio State's gonna put it 60 on them, probably.
Yeah, dog. I mean, I don't see this being a big to do or nothing. They're ranked 13. They're ranked 13 for a reason. Ohio State's number 2. See Ohio State go ahead and put in the beating the brakes off them. That's all I see. And I'm like Mike Millie. I don't see nothing that's really,
Tennessee versus Kentucky.
No,
Kentucky.
Kentucky is
first of all,
Kentucky
is a good team.
This ain't basketball, B.
Yeah. Nobody's excited about. Shout out for Kentucky having a good season, but ain't nobody excited about no Kentucky outside of Kentucky. Man, come on, stop.
It's not like they're gonna make the Final Four, dog.
Kentucky. Calipari coaching. If Calipari on the sideline, I watched that.
Nah, he ain't been doing a good job in basketball, so I wouldn't be excited if it was basketball.
Yeah, but who coaches Kentucky football? You tell me.
Mike Mills.
I wish the DA was here because the DA will put this in perspective. Because, like I said, you already know who I am. I am D-Dub, and I don't care about really college football. But I do know the game. I know that Penn State is not going to, they're not going to surprise Ohio State, and Ohio State should take care of business. And like I said, man, I'm not excited about Notre Dame. We all know the reasons why. I think more people are excited about Jackson State, JCFU.
Yeah.
And they're not even,
Shout out to Deion Sanders.
Yeah, I believe I'm more excited to see what they're doing. Yeah, because just because and it's going to be good because getting off course right here. He's going to end up going somewhere else, to a Power 5 school, and it's going to be good because it just is. Deion sells it. So, yeah, I'm not really excited about there's nothing else. What you want me to get excited about? Middle Tennessee and UTEP?
No.
Just for the fans in our region, I just want to give an honorable mention. Shout out to the ACC for having 5 teams in the top 25. I can't believe it.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Even though they, a couple of them is at the bottom, but hey, they still up there.
Hey. Yeah. Whatever floats your boat here in the college football arena.
What? This is a hard crowd tonight, man. We're gonna move on.
Yo, man, you gotta give us. They gotta give us something.
Like Alabama lost, and that was
you
cool.
But do something, bro.
A couple times this year. Like all that is just yeah.
I got you.
Ain't enough parity. The NFL is more exciting this year than them, honestly.
Absolutely,
for sure. And the NFL will be our last caveat before we get out of here. But before we go to the NFL. I have to
my button.
I got.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on.
I'm gonna talk about it. So go ahead, Kev. Go ahead. Oh,
the national
witness protection.
Like Billy and witness protection. Yo,
looks like some of these guys in the NBA's in witness protection. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook just pulled up. He don't want to be on TV.
Yeah.
Him over here chilling.
Yeah.
What you say, Russ? Yeah.
Yo, let me just put this out here before we start. I guess I give a little short monologue about the NBA. The NBA has started off a couple teams 3-0. The Bucks, the Celtics. My Knicks are playing good. Knicks are 3-1.
Shout out to the Knicks.
The Trailblazers, surprisingly, they're 4-1. Just read Dame Lillard. He's going to be out for a week and change with a strained calf muscle. Who else of note? Also, the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers with Spider Mitchell going there. He's got them 3-1. Good story. But the panel, the guys, the sports chasers here, man. It's a tough crowd, man. And we talk about we talk about the stuff. I listened today to 3 shows, 3 national syndicated shows, and they started off their sports show not with baseball, not with college football, not with a feel-good sports story. They started off with the Lakers going 0-4. I refuse. If you're 0-4, you should be talked about. That's one. But the reason why we have to talk about it because that 0-4 team is so polarizing, and the main man on that team, I don't believe, gets all the smoke that he deserves. They're trying to blame Russell Westbrook for all of the ills of the Lakers. And, the main man, what was the name? Buddy James was the one that wanted this guy, Russell Westbrook here. What happened? What happened to the Lakers? Now all of a sudden they need shooters. All of a sudden they need this. I thought this guy, Buddy James, makes everybody better. I'm hearing syndicated guys, they say they've been around the game or whatever. Not discounting that. I've been watching basketball for a very long time myself. If you say you the best, you the GOAT, right? You're supposed to elevate everybody else's game. It don't matter, right? Shouldn't matter. So
but he's 38.
He's 38, and his year 20, he's averaging blah 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 points, right? Okay, but they're 0-4. I thought he's supposed to elevate, but we're talking about it's Russell's fault. So they talk about trading Westbrook's now.
But you guys come on this show and y'all say that the NBA doesn't count until Christmas. Why are you talking about an 0-4 start?
Because Kevin want to talk about it.
Because it
needs it
needs to be addressed. And jokingly though, Dan talked about load management. There's just so much layers and stuff like that. D-Dub mentioned about Kawhi Leonard, talk about he don't even like watching his own sport.
Who?
What kind of fool? D-Dub, go ahead. I'm done.
Yeah, bro.
I'm done.
What was I gonna say? No, correction. I don't start watching this until Martin Luther King. Now I have pushed it back to Martin Luther King now because it really doesn't even matter at this point. This game
better than me. You know when I start watching it?
Yo, man.
Off-season start.
It's a volunteer blackout for these guys. For me, man. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Again, if you go back to listen to past shows, we already been ahead of the game. We already been talking about this guy. Kev said it, mentioned it, and I mentioned to him earlier about this is the same guy that they said he makes people better. Well, make Pat Beverly better. Make Russell Westbrook better. That's what you're the king. The king. We're the king when we're winning, but when we're losing, is this his first time being on 4? This is the time where I wish we had a statistician, people around that could go get the stuff.
I believe it's the second time since his rookie season.
The second time, Mike Miller?
I believe.
Okay.
I believe the second time.
So, I knew this was coming. This guy gets all the credit when he's winning, and now he needs shooters. Yo, I blame the Lakers. I blame the Lakers organization. I blame Rob Pelinka. I blame all of them for this guy because this didn't happen years ago. When you had an aging player and he's aging, and he's aging, even though he's playing, he could throw up numbers, and that's fine. He's playing better than most aging players, but at the same time, he's aging, and most teams rid of guys that are aging because they don't want to be caught holding the bag. Now they got 3 bags they holding: Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, and this guy. This is the Lakers' fault. So the the Lakers is going to have to eat it, or they could go ahead and trade players, but what the guys that they get back, they're still not going to put them over the top. I don't care what you could talk about. Buddy Hield, Buddy Yield. I don't care. High Yield. Whoever you get back, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. So what if I'm a Laker, in charge of the Lakers? I'm just going to go ahead and just let this team rock. The thing is, again, the high expectations on this team that everybody knew that this team wasn't going to be anything. And, this is up them. This is on them.
Eric.
Who?
Oh, you want me to say so? All right. D-Dub said it already, man. I mean, I just got a question. I think I asked this the last time I was up here, but I'm gonna ask it again because obviously ain't nobody answered the question. They still doing the same stupid shit. So, all right. So let me ask y'all this, right? Do you parade around as something that you're not? Okay, let me put this in perspective, right? Boom, check it, right? So, if you are not an EMS worker, are you driving around in the ambulance with the sirens blaring?
No,
If somebody screams help, you jump out?
No, you're not certified. No, you shouldn't. You're not certified.
That kid in Florida did. Remember, he opened the whole clinic without no medical degree.
Mike,
stop
with the outliers.
You see what happened with that.
I remember, but stop, Mike.
I say that to say, there is a bunch of guys that plays for the Los Angeles Lakers that dress up as basketball players who stand behind a fucking 3-point line and continue to shoot when they can't fucking shoot. I don't understand. Okay. So this is
understand? It's the Golden State effect.
Like this is just what D-Dub was getting at, is that the Lakers organization, this coaching staff, why are you still giving the green light to guys to shoot when they can't fucking shoot? How about you do some pick and roll, backdoor screens, or something like that? That's part of coaching, though, right? You got to be a coach. So we got another guy.
There you go.
They told me Darvin Ham was the man. They said Frank Vogel was the problem, and we're going to hire Darvin Ham. But go ahead, continue.
So we have a bunch of guys that is parading around in the Los Angeles Lakers organization, pretending to be something that they are not. For all you people out there that says LeBron is the GOAT and this and that, the third, and I'm not here to argue that. I don't fucking care no more. I'm not doing that no more. Okay. All I'm saying
I'm off that.
We've been off that. If I remember correctly, when Michael Jordan's with the Washington Wizards, it was the worst time of his life. But guess what? He taught them young dudes how to play and eventually how to win. There was once upon a time that LeBron James had that same stage where he could have took a bunch of young guys and made them into something. But come to find out, they all left, and they're doing better now than what they were when they was with him.
Did they leave or were they traded?
Yeah.
Did they leave or were they traded?
Yeah. So, for all the street clothes and all the musical chairs that they are doing in Los Angeles, all those young guys that they traded is flourishing without the best in the game.
Sounds like the drop the mic moment right there. Excuse me. Mike Mills.
My turn. All right. Where do I want to start? Because there's so many angles to take that you kind of touched, but you didn't really go in on. All right, let's start with Darvin.
Go in, Mike. Go in.
Start with Darvin Ham. Okay. From what I've seen already, bad coaching, terrible coaching. But here's what goes with LeBron. When you sign LeBron, they got this dumb standard where he gets to pick the coach and he gets to pick the people he played with. And he don't know how to pick a coach because can't none of them dudes coach. The coach he won with was the one they stuck him with. All right, listen, this is Eric Spoelstra. You do what he say. Boom, they won. This is Frank Vogel. You do what he say. Boom, they won. David Black, somewhat. They forced him out, but David Black had that team making sense.
Ty
Right?
Lue.
So, Ty Lue, he can't coach neither. He's learning how to coach. He's getting better.
Oh no,
He's learning.
they telling me that he's the greatest coach. He's one of the
He
best coaches in
can't
the NBA,
coach.
and I'm like, what are we talking about? But go
Listen,
ahead, Mike. I don't
I
know
was
say
watching
stuff.
the
Go
Nets
ahead.
play the other night, and Steve Nash was making the Ty Lue face that he don't know what's going on. He can't coach. So let's start there. Bad coaching. Now, I think I said this before. I don't know if I set it up yet, but I know I've said it in private conversation. Last year, the Lakers are old. Everybody on that team is 300 years old. They went and got some young guys. You went and got Lonnie Walker.
In dog years, yes.
Yeah, you went and got Lonnie Walker, who looks better, who's looking good on offense. He's young. And then Kendrick Nunn is back, who missed all last season. We don't know why. Nobody will say. But
Trash.
the rest of the team is 500 years old, and the only young guy is Anthony Davis. And he's not that young. He's getting older and he's fragile. That too. He's fragile.
Trash.
Your only big can't be made out of glass. It doesn't work. It don't work.
Sandman.
And then Russ. They keep trying to blame Russ. It is not all Russ's fault. You have Russ in a system where he is not the man on the ball. The only point guards who worked well with LeBron were guards who can go get it themselves and don't need the ball in their hand all the time. So, example, Kyrie Irving. A smaller, lesser-known example, Mo Williams. Because that's a point guard who could score, regardless of the ball being in his hand or not. So you put these guys with LeBron, and then you expect them to space the floor out. That doesn't make sense. So it's a bunch of nonsense put together to make even more nonsense. Where there needs to be a basketball brain in the building that goes, hey, man, I know you LeBron and shit, but that don't make sense. So I blame the Lakers as a organization, record label, Fortune 500 company, all that. It's the Lakers' entire fault. Yeah, Russ got a little bit of fault because Russ could learn how to shoot better. I mean, everybody should learn how to shoot better. But yes, I blame the Lakers. Yes, LeBron is the greatest of his generation. Yes, he's the best basketball player in the world. Yes. But he don't have the pieces, and nor is he the GM to be making these calls. So you get what you get. And now the Lakers got shit. And sorry, Lemon Pepper Chicken. I know we lost our sponsorship between me and E, but it's all right.
Yeah, I mean, you said you hit the nail on the head. Everybody holds responsibility. I blame the Lakers, but it starts with them and then everything else. And LeBron James is part of all that. So again, like I said, guys, if you could go back into our archive, I told you, I gave you a whole manifesto of what this guy is doing, and it's just one check mark after the next, and he's just knocking them down. So now he's just gonna try to pad the stats, try to get the title, and again, for most fans in my age bracket, I think it's not going to mean nothing. And I don't think nobody.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Yeah, I'll be that. That's fine. My man Redman said I'll be that. I'll be that. Yeah. Somebody said he ain't shit. Yeah, I ain't shit.
Yeah,
I'll be that.
But
shout out to Red. But yeah, it's I don't even know why I understand why we're talking about them, but it's the Lakers is I don't care who they go get, it's nothing's going to change.
So
that's it.
So while we're in this basketball vein, and Dan, I'll get to you. I sent y'all an article this morning where Kyrie Irving had to tell Ben Simmons to shoot. What is going on there in Brooklyn?
Trying to build the confidence up, man. The man ain't played in 2 years. And most people think that he was supposed to step right back on the floor and be the Ben Simmons of old. It takes time. He got to work out that rust. He got to get back in prime basketball. 52 games out the season, and yeah. I think Ben Simmons is in a place where he doesn't want to step on those shoes. He has two quote unquote of the best skilled scorers this generation has ever seen. Yeah. So yeah, he don't want to take shots from them. So it's
Take shots.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shots. What?
That's what I'm saying.
He can't shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, Kev, this, you know what? This all started with these guys teaming up with one another, and they have messed up the concept of what a team is supposed to be because these guys don't even know their roles. When you can't have all these guys on the same team. You got to have people that know their roles, and this is what we have. We have a situation with the Lakers. Nobody knows their role. Everybody's out of place. We knew that 2 seasons ago. What is it? Look, yeah, 2 seasons ago. When he said that it wasn't going to work with this guy and him because you have too many ball dominant guys. It's not going to work. Mike Mill, is that facts or what? E, you can jump in and let me know. Okay.
That's facts.
That's all facts. All facts.
It's not going to work. So,
We're gonna give the NBA right here.
Yeah, please.
On the Kyrie and Ben Simmons thing, I just want to say it's a non-factor. It's a non-issue. We know Ben Simmons can't shoot, but Kyrie was doing what a teammate's supposed to do. If your teammate can't tell you shoot the ball, then what can he tell you? I feel like that was the best way to do it. Shoot the ball. Like
it sounds like when we was in the park, right?
As somebody who hooped most of their life, I've yelled way worse things to my teammates than shoot the ball. So probably shoot the
ball. Dan, anything on? Oh, go ahead, A, before Dan.
No. I'm gonna just say this real quick. The great DA always says on this show, owners own, coaches coach, players play. But in the NBA, DA, that shit does not work because it seems like the players are the damn owners and the coaches. The coaches they just sitting there. I don't know what the fuck they doing. It's all fucked up. But
they ain't coaching. I tell you that. They ain't coaching. Because, like you said, you got a team that's shooting 20%. 20%, and you still shooting. Stop. When you still, Anthony Davis still hasn't made a 3-point shot yet. Instead of telling his ass get down low.
He shouldn't even be shooting. Oh,
exactly. The point. But you know why? Because the Steph Curry effect of everybody thinking that they can shoot. Everybody's not the Golden State Warriors, and that's the problem. Instead of coaches and people and owners and doing a job and saying, hey, we don't have that guy. We don't have a shooter like that. So let's stick with what we do. Mm-hmm. Only team that's really doing that is Milwaukee. Shout out to Milwaukee. That stayed true to themselves. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
And Boston to a degree.
Yeah.
We'll give Dan a last minute of hockey dude on what we just talked about real quick. Dan, you got anything for us? Or
no, I was just gonna say, like with the Ben Simmons thing, it's kind of like what I was talking with the hockey at the early season. Like he was saying, the guy hasn't played for 2 years. You got to build the chemistry. You got to find out what your role is. You got to work yourself back in the lineup and game time. Game shape, and it's going to take him time to get back in the swing of things of where he belongs and what he needs to do on the team. And Kyrie just telling him to shoot is like, just basically trying to tell him, say, look, man, if you're open, take the shot, and we'll work off of that until you figure out what your role is. But as far as the other stuff, like with I ain't even going to say their name, but
hey, y'all had to look.
Who? For those who are listening and not watching, I gotta explain this. For Dan just went straight, like didn't say anything. Please view it on YouTube. But that's why there was silence. I have to explain that. Dan,
that was an angry one segment right there, brought to you by Dan, the hockey guy. That's what that was.
It's crazy, man.
Man, oh man, yo.
I got one more question though, Cap. With that being said, for a veteran, because Ben Simmons is a veteran in the game. I mean, how much time do we got to give this guy? He's a vet.
They've only played like 4 or 5 games.
No, right, correct. But what I'm saying is he's a veteran. He's not like he's a kid. Like he's a, you know what I'm saying, a newbie, a green with the basketball.
New team, new players around him. It takes a minute to figure it out. You got to. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like until you get like 10, 15 games in the season, even with basketball, you're really not going to know what you got unless it's the same exact team that you had the year before.
Right.
If you got change, it takes time. Doesn't matter who you bring in. It could be your sixth guy. You know, you got to figure out the different scenarios and situations in the game and who's going to take that role. And if you're mixing up your players, you know, that's what I said. Give him like 10 games and then you can start getting on his shit.
All right.
Look at the great Miami Heat, the Heatles. Man, it took them about 20 games for them to get right. They was at 500 after
we all
18,
knew
20
that though.
Yeah. True that.
What you said, Mike?
I said we all knew that. We all knew that wasn't going to work right away. It's basketball, like Dan said. It's basketball.
Basketball, man.
Well, I just got one more, Kevin. I'm done. The Sixers are 1-4. I just want to let y'all know that.
Hey, the Magic is 0-5. Oh, sorry.
I'm not talking about the Magic. I'm talking about the 76ers with 2 great players, so allegedly Hall of Famers. And we got the Nets that's 1-3. I know it's early. I'm gonna stop.
It sounds like
hold on. I would just say it again. The Magic is 0-5. The Magic has had a top 5 pick in the last 60 fucking years, and they still 0-5.
Well, they drafted.
Make sense, America.
Okay, they drafted Jonathan Isaac. Terrible. They got Mo Bamba rotting on the bench. Terrible. So they got reasons. I mean, can't fix everybody.
I have enlisted the help of my main man Ryan D'Souza. He's going to be with us next week to talk about the NBA.
Please, thank
God. I can save my breath next week. Talk about this.
God.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The NBA is fantastic. I'm so sorry for the viewers out there. I'm so sorry.
Yo, I gotta get out of here. No more. No. Where's my stuff at? No. National Football League. Mike, your Ravens. The score. National Football League. Is the Buccaneers. It's 7-3 down in Tampa. That's the Thursday night game. Hopefully, this will be a good game. That game is first quarter still just starting 7-3. The Buccaneers are up. As we see on the ticker down there, the standings for what's it called? We're gonna go through real quick some of the upcoming games. Who we got? Hey, Broncos and Jaguars are in London. Both teams are 2-5. I think the Jaguars are gonna win, and I think Paul Hackett, if he loses, that's gonna be it for him. Excuse me, not Paul Hackett, Nathaniel Hackett. That's Paul, is his dad. Nathaniel Hackett will probably finish as the Broncos coach. Is it fair? Probably not, but he'll be out of here. Who y'all got? Dan, I'll start with you. Jaguars and Broncos in London.
Denver, they're just a mess. And Jacksonville, like I said, they're playing better. I'm going to go with Jacksonville, but I could probably guarantee I'll be sleeping through that game. I got to work the weekend, so.
I get the weekend. Mike Mills, who you got in this game?
If Denver could only play defense all game, then I'm going with Denver. But since football has 2 sides, I'm going with Jacksonville.
Gotcha. Thank you. E, what you got in this game?
As crazy as this going to sound, I think Denver's actually going to win this game because they're not playing in the States. Yeah, I'm going Denver.
You know what? It might be. That might be it.
D-Dub, you're laughing. Who you got, man?
I'm laughing at the angry one because he's so crazy, man. And that's funny. And he's probably right, but I'm going to call him crazy. And I'm going to go Jaguars will win this game.
I've been called worse.
Denver's awful. Denver is just absolute trash. That's it. I ain't got anything else.
Let's ride.
We'll move on to the next game. The Carolina Panthers go down to Atlanta and visit the Falcons. Panthers are 2-5. Falcons are 3-4. The Panthers with a improbable beating of Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. D-Dub, who you got in this game? Well, let me say, I think the Falcons should win this game. That's all I got. Falcons is a better team, I think. D-Dub, you got.
Okay. Yo, hey, that win by Carolina, shout outs to them for playing hard, for acting, having some pride about themselves, even when they lost all these players.
Yeah,
McCaffrey gone with the
yes.
trade. That was a good win against that sorry. Well, I shouldn't say sorry, but against that Tampa Bay team that's struggling right now. This is hey man, the Falcons. I mean, the Panthers is what, a game behind. I mean, shoot. I mean, they might come in with some more energy. What they got to lose? But I would still take the Falcons at home to win this game.
Gotcha. Dan, who you got, bro?
I don't know. Like, I think the Panthers are heading in the right direction, even though they really still don't have a quarterback. But if was it PJ Walker can play like he did against Tampa, and there's two young kids they got at running back. I mean, you can see that these guys want to play for this coach, and if they can do what they did against Tampa, I got Carolina in this one.
Gotcha. Mike, who you got, sir?
Momentum is a very real thing, and Atlanta's trending downwards while the Panthers are trending upwards with that win. So I'm gonna go to Panthers, even though both of these teams want to be terrible.
Gotcha. E, who you got?
Yeah, I'm jumping on the bandwagon here. It's Carolina against the world. I think that's going to carry them through at least another week or so. So I'm going Carolina.
Gotcha. I'm taking the Falcons. Moving on to the next game, the Bears and visit the Cowboys. Bears are 3-4. Cowboys are 5-2. That's a 1:00 game on Fox. I am going to take the Cowboys. Cowboys are hot. Dak is back. Zeke is running the ball. The Cowboys should win this game. E, who you got?
Okay. Dallas looked good. They running the ball and all this other stuff. I don't see Dallas running the ball again another solid week. So they're going to struggle, but they should have enough to beat the Bears. I think Justin Fields is not. He's still way too inconsistent to carry back-to-back wins and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm going Dallas.
Gotcha. Dan, who you got, sir?
I don't know if Chicago, you know what I mean? The consistency from the quarterback position, I don't know that that's going to happen. I mean, they were able to run really well last week, and Dallas's defense are probably a whole lot better. So I'm gonna go with Dallas.
D-Dub, who you got, bro?
Yo, man, the Bears, that was cute. They're not gonna beat the Cowboys. Cowboys win.
Stupid.
That's cute. Mike Mills.
E, I know it hurts your chest to say them, just like it hurts mine. But yeah, the Cowboys are gonna win this game. The Bears are horrible. Their offense is horrid. So, and that plays right into the Cowboys' strong suit, defense. So, yeah, Cowboys.
Gotcha. Moving right along, I'm skipping the Dolphins and Lions. Dolphins should win that game in Detroit. Detroit plays hard, but they're not playing hard enough.
But you didn't skip Bears Cowboys?
I'm thinking the Dolphins too. I don't know. Detroit seems to have lost this little bit of mojo. I mean, yeah, they play hard, but playing hard somewhere down the line got to transfer over to some wins. This is year 2. You should not
got to win some games.
You should. What are they? What is this? 1-5.
1-5.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Dolphins, man. Tua should have 300 easy.
Okay.
I'm with you. Dolphins.
Move right along, Eric, with your same energy. I'll let you go. Cardinals versus the Vikings.
Oh, yeah. Let me go. Yo, we keeping, man. Gravy train, baby. Yo, Arizona, man, and another one. Listen. Anybody remember the game last year between these two teams? It was crazy. It was one of the most schizophrenic games of the year last year. It's going to be the same thing this year. We still going to get that W because it's time for Mr. Cousins to at least get a loss here. So, going Arizona on the road.
Okay, Mike Mills, Vikings and Arizona. Game is in Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Well, I just looked up on NFL.com, shout out to them, that James Conner is expected to play. So that means the Cardinals are going to lose because that means they're back to not being able to run the ball. So as much as Kirk Cousins is going to try to throw the game, the Vikings are going to win.
Connor's not going to get that many touches.
If they know what's good for them.
Yeah, well.
Dan?
Well, like when I was doing my preview for the season, I said, Minnesota is going to win their division. And I know this is going to be rough news for you, but
not really.
Oh, no, because your boy Kyler, I think he's going to struggle here for probably the next month because MW2 drops tonight. So his
all right. All right, everybody.
For you guys who don't know.
So yeah, this might be their last win. So go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Dan has destroyed this episode. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Dan.
You need to be
all I'm saying
Dan versus the world.
Like PlayStation and I think Xbox are dropping probably 10 minutes from now, and PCs at midnight. So his homework probably for the next month until Warzone 2 drops November 16th is going to be camo grinding, not the playbook. So that being said, I'm going Minnesota.
Definitely, I'm going Minnesota on this one. I don't see. Yeah, I'm picking Minnesota. I'm not high on the Cardinals.
I'm picking Minnesota too. Dan just messed me up again. Jesus. This next game I'm gonna skip to Raiders and the Saints. Both 2-4. Excuse me, Raiders are 2-4. The Saints are 2-5. The games in New Orleans. Both teams are not having very good years. But I don't even know what to pick. I think the Raiders should win. I don't even know. Next, I'll move on next. Hey, the New England goes to the Meadowlands to face the Jets, 5-2. New England 3-4. I don't even know what that was on Monday night with New England. The Jets have not beaten New England in 12 tries. They have not beaten them since Mark Sanchez was their quarterback.
It's been that
Think
long.
about that, Jets fan. It's a long time. I saw that stat this morning. I was like, wow. Jets are due. Jets are playing good. They're playing defense. They run the ball. Their quarterback, what's his name?
Mac Jones.
Zach. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Jets quarterback.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. What? He got to stop running around and start making reads and stuff like that. Sometimes when he does that, it gets a little crazy. But if they can just keep running the ball, playing defense, the Jets should win this game. E, who you got?
New England. The Jets has been rolling too far. One of their two-headed monsters is out for the year, and like you said, I don't think they're gonna be able to run the ball like that. Not against New England. So that means that Zach Wilson's gonna have to make those reads, and he's not gonna be able to. So Jets gonna struggle, in my opinion. 17-12, New England.
Gotcha. D-Dub, who you got?
Yo, the Patriots got beat down. They don't even know Mac Jones. Mac Jones is to start. He's going to start. I'm still going to roll with the Jets, even with the loss of my man Brees Hall. I think they'll still. The Jets have been playing good, so I'm going to roll with the Jets still.
I agree. The Jets have been playing well.
They're better than the Patriots. I think.
Yeah. Mike, did I get you?
I don't know if they better than the Patriots, but the Jets always sneak out and win against them. Like always, they always find a way. So that's why I was kind of crazy when you said 12 tries. I really didn't feel like it's been that long, but yeah, I'm going with the Jets. They're gonna get this one. Yeah, Jets gonna get this one, but then they're gonna lose in New England later in the year. So
Hey man,
yeah.
Gotcha.
5-2, man. Their record says they better than New England
Dan,
right now.
Dan, go ahead.
Paper.
Did I get you?
Looking at this, I gotta wonder: is it the coach or the quarterback they had in New England for all those years? Because they're a mess, right? They're a mess right now.
Somebody take the clip out of Dan.
Now he's disrespecting Bill Check. Hey, I'm getting off here. All right, enough of this.
I'm just asking. This is 2 seasons in a row that
Dan versus the
really
world.
been
They were a
mediocre.
playoff team last year.
But I'm gonna go Jets.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man,
We made the playoffs last year. What's that tell you?
Speaking of which, it's on
Had a
it's
Hall
on
of
my
Fame
list.
quarterback.
Nope, gentlemen, let's keep it on the field. The Steelers and the Eagles face in a interstate
Eagles.
Interstate game, an interconference game. Steelers 2-5. The Eagles are 6-0. Dan, I'll leave it there with you. What you got?
I'd rather just forfeit this game because our bye's next week, and then it give us like 3 weeks to our next game. We might be able to come up with a plan to beat somebody. So I don't think we're winning. No.
He won't even say that the Eagles will win. He says they're not going to win.
Yeah, this is a little different in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Eagles. I think Pittsburgh will play hard, but that don't mean shit because they still gonna get beat. But yeah,
gotcha. I'm gonna take EAGLES Eagles. They'll be 7-0. D-Dub, what you got?
Yeah, this is. I can't foresee anything happening. The Eagles should win this game, hands down.
Mike Mills, what you got?
Listen, man, for this game, let's make it challenging. Over under. How many interceptions is Kenny Pickett going to throw?
wow.
Hey, I send up 3 again.
Going three is the money line. So we going money line?
Seems like 3. He likes throwing 3, bro.
But I'm going with the Eagles, man.
Can he pick it? Yes, he can.
Dan, do you have a rebut? You usually got something.
No comment.
Dan versus the world. That guys are really, really funny tonight.
Pickett versus his receivers.
Pickett.
Skipping Titans versus the Texans. The Texans are not very good. That game's in Texas is in Houston. The Titans should win that game. Another intriguing game. Commanders and the Colts. Go ahead. Somebody had something. I'm sorry.
Commanders and Colts.
Commanders and Colts. Yes. He says you're whispering.
Wait a minute. Well, we actually thinking about this?
What do you mean? Commanders and the Colts?
Commanders.
I don't even know.
Commanders.
I say now that they're playing Heineke, I got Commanders.
I don't got the Commanders. Matt Ryan out.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
And Sam Ellinger went to Texas. I seen him play. I don't know what they thinking about, but all right. So Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I guess I'll go with the Commanders. I really don't know. Like I mean, yeah, they looked good last week, but again, we're talking about the Commanders here.
Man, that was a good win against Green Bay, but go ahead.
Yeah, we'll move right along. The DA's Niners go to SoFi Stadium in LA. They're 3-4. The Rams are 3-3. Christian McCaffrey's addition. He should be playing this week. I'm picking the Niners. I'm picking the Niners. I'm picking Jimmy G. His over under the throw interceptions is 2.
It's over under falling down the staircase with no baby gate.
Yeah.
Yes, he's going to fall down the stairs. I'm picking the Niners, but I can't see. The Niners are a very interesting team. I don't know what's really DA. I've been messing with him with the Jimmy G thing, but this team seems like it should be better than what it is, and I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm picking them. They should win against the Rams.
Mike Mills, who you got?
When it rains, it pours, and it's raining in. Ooh.
Did you like almost fall?
Nah, I ain't almost fall.
Okay.
Something else fell, but I'm in witness protection right now. So I'm going with the Niners, man, because the Rams is terrible, and Matthew Stafford is who I said he was last year, and y'all didn't believe it.
Yes, you did. You did.
Yeah, you did.
So we back to
My
Matthew
bad.
Goff and Jared Stafford. Yeah. So Niners. Told y'all.
Gotcha. Dan, who you got in the game?
Niners.
Gotcha. E.
San Fran.
Gotcha. We'll move right along. Thought that was me squeaking. The New York Giants traveled 3,000 miles across the country to Seattle, where they never play well. The Giants are 6-1. The Seahawks are what is that? Oh, no, something squeaking. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants are 6-1. The Seahawks are 4-3. Giants don't play well up here in Seattle. Geno Smith is playing really good as quarterback. Pete Carroll has made the fan base forget that Russell the Giants, like I said, I was at the game this past Sunday. Teams just let the Giants stick around. The Giants find a way every fourth quarter to tie and take the lead. I'm taking the Giants. I think the Giants are going to win this game again. D-Dub, I got you. Who you got?
Yo, I said that this was the. What I said, this is the
Trap game.
Game. Trap game. Thank you. And I got yelled at. It said the trap game. That's Mike Millie. The trap game. I'm going to go ahead and say, the Giants are changing the coaching. And this is it, man. They go ahead and take over in Seattle. Giants win.
Giants win. Okay. Mike Miller, who you got?
I think the Giants haven't ran into anybody that could punch them in the mouth. And the way Kenneth Walker is running, he's going to punch them in the mouth. So I think Seattle going to win. I think it's going to be close, but I think Seattle going to win.
Good point.
Good point, Mike. Good point. Dan, who you got, sir? Who you got?
I know the Giants have been playing well, but like you said, the trip to the West Coast, they got the 12th man there. Geno's playing well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of happy campers in that ownership group that glad they didn't drop $245 million for the quarterback. Hey, I think Seattle's going to win this.
Gotcha. Thank you, Dan. We got the angry one. Who you got?
It's gonna be, man. I think I said it the last week, man. This should be the game of the week. I think I'm going Giants though. I think it's gonna be a good game. Good game. Going Giants.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, Mike Mills. I got Mike Mills on this one, right? More right along to the Sunday night game. This could be making or breaking for Green Bay. The Packers go to Orchard Park to visit the 5-1 Bills. Packers are 3-4. Bills are 5-1. I am taking the Bills. Bills should win this game easily. For what they got going on, the Packers, the receivers, there's just so much going on. Aaron Rodgers pointing fingers this week. I don't know. I'm the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. D-Dub, who you got, sir?
100% Buffalo smashes the Packers. It's gonna be a tough one. Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a lot of questions to answer at the end. He's gonna look crazy, and Buffalo wins this game easy.
Gotcha.
Packers wide receivers, nobody can catch. Nobody. They don't have nobody really.
No, they don't. E, who you got, bro?
This this is probably the easiest one up here. Buffalo. If they are if they are out of this game by the half, it is going to be a lot of finger pointing. It's going to be a whole lot of shit that you've never seen in Green Bay before. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but it's going to be a long time since we've seen a team of that magnitude under in that much disarray. So hopefully it'll be a good game, but my instincts are telling me that it's not going to be. So I got Buffalo by a lot.
Gotcha. Mike Mills, who you got, sir?
It's another easy one, but let's make it interesting. Over under 150 yards from Aaron Rodgers, because there ain't no way in hell they winning. So Buffalo.
I'll give him the over. I'll give him 183.
183.
Yeah, I think he'll get 200. I'll take the over.
I think it's going to be a lot of passes out of the backfield. It ain't going to be the receivers.
Dipping and dunking. He gonna be Aaron Jones gonna be tired. Them hands gonna be sore. It's the only one that can catch a ball out there.
Thank you, Mike, for
Facts. He's the only one that can catch a ball. You're right about that.
prop bet. Dan, who you got in this game, sir?
Bills.
That is a shutter eye.
Hey,
Those.
I mean, Commanders beat Green Bay last week,
Yeah.
and they're playing a way better team. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. The Monday night game on Halloween, the Bengals face the Browns. Boy, that should be something. The Bengals are 4-3. The Browns are 2-5. The Browns continue to shoot themselves in the foot playing, and I don't know. I got the Bengals winning. I think the Bengals are turning things around. We'll see. Mike, these guys are in your division. Who you got?
And the Browns are gonna brown. So Bengals.
Yeah. D-Dub, who you got?
I think it's another easy one. I'm taking the Bengals.
Thank you, sir. And we got the angry one. Who you got, sir?
The Browns been took off their mask for Halloween a couple of weeks ago. Cincinnati.
Yeah. Facts.
Dan, who you got?
I'll concur with E, but I think the New York Seattle game should have been the Monday night game, and this should have just been a Sunday game. The only reason why I think this game might be vaguely close is I just saw where Jamar Chase is out 4 to 6 weeks with a hip injury, and that's cool. Smoking Joe's favorite receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say tie.
Who the hell picks when we? Oh God, Dan. Okay.
I can see that happening too.
Because every prime time game this year has been dog shit. Doesn't matter who played it. Like these Thursday night games,
it's a whole fact.
I just think it's going to be a stinker.
Another bad game. We didn't even touch the Tampa game. They were up 10-3. Mike, what's going to be of your team tonight? What they doing? They going to win? Is this it? You're going to let Tommy get this one?
I mean, we blowing it early, so that means no second half letdown. So I guess I don't. Like I said, them not the Ravens I grew up with, man. I don't know what they be thinking about. They almost blew it in front of Ray and them the other night. So I mean, hopefully. But we were supposed to win this game. We weren't supposed to be down 10-3. So
Gotcha.
That's all I'm gonna say.
They driving right now, so it might be tied before.
Yeah, I think the Ravens should pull this game out. Real quick, Dan, I'll get you.
I don't know. Like, Baltimore's been like a tale of two teams. They play great,
for sure. Yes,
and then you wonder like what's going on with them, And Tom and company, are they tired of getting their ass kicked? Are they ready to start playing some good football? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just gonna take the home team on this one. Tampa.
D-Dub, who you got there, sir?
Hey, Tampa really needs this game, man. So I think they are really in the need of this game. So I'm gonna go with Tampa today.
And the angry one on the Tampa game and the Ravens. I think I'm with D.
I'm gonna just make it easy on myself since they already winning. I'm gonna go Tampa.
Man,
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens came back. It's still early, but
Still early.
Tampa goes as far as whatever they can get on offense. That defense, if the defense is playing up to par, they usually win their games. But I don't know.
You don't say it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't hey Mike, didn't Baltimore sign a receiver?
Yeah, 500-year-old receiver who can only catch the ball 30 yards or more. Yes.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
500 years.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm going Tampa.
This episode has been truly something else. Pardon shots real quick. This episode, Dan versus the world. Yes, Dan. We'll start with you first because you might have some more stuff.
You got a napalm waiting.
Nah, I'll keep it short and sweet. Great show. Shout out to all those out there listening and watching. Appreciate you. We'll wait and see what happens here. I can't wait to see Coyotes play at home tomorrow night. That is going to be a banger.
Somebody's in the room.
All right, just everybody be good. Take care. Be safe.
Appreciate it, Dan. Mike Mills, what you got there, brother?
Nothing too major. Well, a little major, but let's start safe. Shout out to everybody. It's good seeing everybody here today. Shout out to DA. You with us in spirit. You know what I'm saying? You're a little under the weather. It's all good. And tonight at midnight, ladies and gentlemen, I am dropping another single. Yeah, thank you. I'm dropping another single off my tape the last summer. Because up here, we talk about a lot of shit we don't like. But the name of this song is I Like. So we're going to talk about things we like. So
that's a good
y'all
one.
go ahead and tune in. All streaming platforms at midnight. Other than that, be safe, count your chickens, take care of everybody.
That's how Mike Mills. Those that don't know, Mike Mills is also a hip hop artist. Check for him, like he said, his single drops. I Like drops tonight on all music platforms, man. D-Dub, what you got, man? What you got?
Yo, everybody be safe. Thank you for joining us. And another sports week of folly and foolishness and some good stuff and some, not so good. But we knock it out the park. So we doing what we like to do. So shout outs to DA. See him next week.
Yep.
Hopefully he get a Niner win. I think we all picked the Niners. So
yeah, we all picked the Niners, man. We all did. So E, what you got for us, bro?
Oh man, another great show on a Thursday night. Good to be back. I was on vacation last week. Shout out to my granddaughter Lyric. Papa loves you. Josiah, what up, boy? You better stay out them chips. Hey yo, so another great show, man. Shout out to DA, man. Get well, bro. Get well. Man, as always, man, everybody stay safe. You know what I'm saying? Be a better person. Be better than what you was yesterday and today. Tomorrow is not promised. So let's just make today count. And man, to all you all the people out there, man, please. I'm not going to get all heavy and whatnot. Just please pay attention to what's going on in the world. Not on the television, but what's going on in the world, because it's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but this is not the place or the time. So just be aware, please.
Just pay attention.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. I don't have much. We kind of went over our 90 minutes, but it's all good. A great show as usual. If you're looking for really authentic sports talk and things of that nature, get with us. Jump in the comments. Like I said, we have the ability to have a two-way conversation, call-ins and stuff like that. But hey, even better yet, if you're down to come through for 15 minutes, come talk about whatever when it comes to sports only, we down to come through. Go to the website at the ticket as you see. You know what I'm saying? I have no need for Michael no more. Mike Mills to say where we at.
Oh, Jesus.
A slave driver, man. This guy.
Well, he was the one that kept pointing, right? He's like, hey, I got
it. Now you could do that now. It's right there.
Yeah, Michael's pointing. There you go. Boom. There. Michael, where can we find that? Look. Go ahead.
Whatever that ticker say, and the angry guy in the beginning,
Ticker.
whatever the ticker and the
Ticker
angry man
down
say.
there.
Yeah, him.
Nah, great show. Like I said, if you're looking for a really good, I believe we have a lot to say. You agree with the guys here on the show, guys that listen to us, man. Hey, we got a lot to say, man. I think we have some really good stuff to say, and we're not out here frizzly and nilly-willy and not doing our journalistic due diligence. I want to say that because that's a lost art, man. I just think people just get on TV and whoever likes.
Shout outs to my man Kwame Brown. Go along, get along, gang. That's what it is. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man. But I'm gonna get out here on this note, man. Shout out to DA. DA was under the weather, man. He's like Mike Mills said, he's with us in spirit, man. But we love you, bro. You'll be back with us next week, man. But I don't have anything else, man. But hey, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Warren, your host and moderator. James, the Angry One Warren. Also, Dan, the hockey dude. Dan versus the world. Mike Mills, Daryl D. Del Warren. This is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Have a great, awesome weekend. Be safe. Y'all be good. Peace.